Good evening and welcome to my live broadcast this evening. Like I told you, I will be here this evening to talk on latest issues, the latest thing, and as we continue for Nigeria disintegration and creating awareness for people who are yet to know why they must support Nigeria disintegration. Thank you for joining me this evening in this live broadcast. As you can see, our live broadcast is getting more interesting. Brighton, welcome to my live broadcast today. Lisa, welcome to my live broadcast. Thank you for joining me. Willow Franklin, thank you for joining me. Rosemary, thank you. My greetings this evening goes to Isaac Chukwuemeka from Finland. Isaac Chukwuemeka, if you are watching, my greeting goes to you this evening. Thank you, Tochi, for watching me this evening. We are going to be very brief, like in the afternoon. Rosemary, thank you. Kennedy, thank you. Chidima Ndu, thank you for joining me this evening. Edmond, thank you for joining me this evening. Mba Ikechukwu, thank you for joining me this evening. Prince Ifani Ijezi Emeka, thank you for joining me this evening. Felix, Engineer, Don, PLC, Victor, thank you for joining me. You people know what happened today in Water Arne in Imo State. Michael Udochukwu, thank you for joining me. The Imo State, the miscarriage of justice that took place in Imo State is something that the international community is interested in. And the world, Clinton Wally, thank you for joining me. Oladola Ojo, thank you for joining me. Saint Testify, thank you for joining me. Ojukwu, James G-Man, thank you for joining me this evening. This is a little bit late, and like I said, the broadcast is going to be brief. We'll be waiting for 500 viewers. Ezigbo Abuja from Dubai, thank you for joining me. Gabriel, thank you. The governor, thank you for joining me. We'll be waiting for 500. Michael Ali Joe, thank you for joining me. John Cash, we're waiting for 500 viewers and we start. Sam, thank you for joining me this evening. Peter Njoka, Ezioma Wanebo, thank you for joining me. And Owen Uzo, thank you for joining me. It is going to be just few. My own William Aja, thank you for joining me. I have just few seconds and I will start. And if I don't acknowledge your name, next time I will remember your name. Thank you for joining me. All these people that are bringing it, this is 500 or more than 500 viewers already. All these people that are always, you people are doing tremendously very well in this Biafra struggle. You have always followed our broadcast. You have always followed us and share all these videos. You are doing your own part of this job. We are not alone. You are doing your own part of this job to make sure that you liberate your people, to make sure that you have a country you can be very, very proud of. So this evening, I am going to start from Imo State. Sorry. From Imo State. A lot of you that went on Facebook to start asking questions, why is Facebook so silent? Where are the people who are shouting, Ihedioha, Ihedioha? Where are them? Where are those people shouting that Ihedioha is coming? Where are those people shouting that we hope Uzodinma will be sacked? My message for you this evening. You see, when you are coming to celebrate that the Supreme Court has won under a supervision of Tanko, the Fulani man who is not qualified to be the CGN of Nigeria, who don't know anything about Nigeria Constitution, who only studies Sharia law. He knows nothing about the interpretation of Nigeria Constitution, 1999 Nigeria Constitution as amended. This Tanko Muhammed knows nothing about Nigeria Constitution. He knows nothing about the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and today he is the CGN. According to the information, factual information, he was not even called to bar. He is not a lawyer. He cannot actually, if Nigeria is a normal country, Tanko Muhammed cannot represent anybody in court of law in Nigeria. But today, he is the CGN and operating under Sharia law. He has again robbed the mandate of Imo State people. And of course, what you saw today in Imo State is, let us do it, let the heaven fall. It is the same thing as, let us do it, let the heaven fall. And we will tell this terrorist government of Nigeria that heaven will fall. Imo State will be ungovernable for any Fulani agent. Imo State will be ungovernable. Imo State will be ungovernable for any Fulani agent until Biafra is restored. If Hope Uzodinma continue to play this script that was given to him by Fulani people, we will tell him that Imo State, Biafra land, this part of Biafra land will be ungovernable for anybody that will bring Emirates to Biafra land. It will be ungovernable. And if Hope Uzodinma think that he can rebel against the nation of Biafra, we will live, everybody will be alive to see how that is going to happen in Igbo land and in Biafra land. Hope Uzodinma, you are not bigger than Biafra people, and if you think that you can be getting order from the north, from the caliphate, to bring in Islamic terrorists in Biafra land, you have failed. The Imo State you see today will be ungovernable for you. And I also blame all these political jobbers who call themselves House of Representatives or House of Assembly members in Imo State, who upon sacking Ihedioha, they all jumped fence and converted to APC members. Instead of them to impeach this Hope Uzodinma for having infringed the customary law of Igbo land by instituting this emirate. This is a breach, a gross breach of customary law of Igbo land. The customary law of Igbo land is just as the Sharia law in the north. And they take that Sharia law above Nigeria Constitution. So those of you who are now in House of Assembly in Imo State, that were elected under the platform of PDP, instead of you people to live up to expectation of people who voted you to represent them by impeaching this fraudulent governor who came by fraud, who was appointed by jihadists through fraud, through backdoor, instead of you people to impeach him or start impeachment process by for the fact that he has breached the customary law of Igbo land by bringing in a foreign emirate into Igbo land. If you people don't know what is called customary law of Igbo land, you go and study the customary law of Igbo land and begin to think and begin to apply the customary law of Igbo land. In the north, the Sharia law is number one, and the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria is number two. It is time you make the customary law of Igbo land number one, and then the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria number two. And you can invoke the impeachment of this Hope Uzodinma by the actions, by bringing Emirates to Igbo land, in infringement of the customary law of Igbo land. You people have to do what we call abracadabra. But you cannot do that because you have sold your conscience, you have sold the vote of Imo people. This message, it goes to the House of Assembly of Imo State. You were elected under the platform of PDP, and it is of no use for you to jump fence just because the governor has come through the back door. You can still be doing your House of Assembly work that you were elected to do under the platform of PDP and start impeachment process of this man that this nomadic Fulanis installed in Imo State to destabilize the peace of Biafra land and bring in the Emirate in Biafra land. This is the first time in the history of Biafra, of Igbo nation, for somebody to come in and openly become a threat to the existence of Ndi Igbo. And you people are playing politics of jumping from one political party to another, just to begin to align with the governor who came through the back door. So, the House of Assembly member, the Speaker House of Assembly in Imo State, it is time you go to work. And if you don't know what to do, consult your original party, the PDP, and seek advice from these PDP people in Imo State how to start impeachment process, because Hope Uzodinma has breached the customary law